In this episode, we will be covering coming alongside a mooring or a dock in a stern against the current single-handed. Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of mooring techniques in a full keel yacht. In part 1, we covered the importance of water flow over the rudder and we demonstrated casting off a pontoon in a stern single-handed against the tidal flow. So what we're going to do is try and moor this boat back on her normal berth with the stern into the current again. So all I really need to do is get the stern line on this starboard quarter down there, which I can easily prepare that myself. And the way I will approach that is by trying to remove almost speed way before I get there, because obviously I've got to reduce almost speed through water, but then I'm still moving at a couple of knots because of the current. Then I'm going to have to get some reverse arm and get some steerage in the stern, all by the time I've arrived at level with the pontoon. So it's all about taking your way off before you get there and slowly working your way in. In terms of escape route, the wind is actually slightly off the land. So that's going to help me in terms of being blown away. The prop walk on this boat will pull me to starboard. So naturally, I think the stern is going to always want to pull into the pontoon. So we'll give that a go. We're nearly there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and stay central so that if the current decides to instigate a turn one way or the other, I'm going to have space to manoeuvre into. Factoring in a little bit of wind blowing us off, so maybe I'll stay slightly to the windward side of the centre of the channel. But we are nearly there. So I'll give it something neutral. So we're slowly losing our speed through the water now, just still got a bit of steerage. I've almost lost my steerage. But now is probably a good time to go astern, and the mooring is just there. There's always going to be the bit from no water flow over the rudder to gaining water flow over the rudder is where you're most likely to end up getting pulled one way or the other. Right, the rudder's just bit. I've got steerage. I'm not making way. Just face back and look down the end of the rudder. Slowly work my way in. As I get closer, there'll be less current, so I need less throttle. I'm actually making way in the stern, so I'll just ease off a bit. And the other issue that we can have here is that not having enough water flow over the rudder. As we get near. Still got steerage with this very low speed. Looking a little bit in the stern again because we're just starting to. Right, I want to be positioned right near that creek. Right, neutral, stern line on there, and we'll bring that back to there. Well, I've got one line fully secured. I mean, the beauty of this is that the bow can't swing out from the pontoon because the tide's going to want to push it back on. So we can relax, let's make a plan. It's the best crewmate you can have. Doesn't talk back to you, doesn't try and take over. And if they go overboard, you can always get another one. But it's always another good tip is to make sure the anchor is tied off when you don't need it, especially if you're out to sea on passage. So thanks for coming along, guys. I hope some of this information is useful to hopefully at least one person. If you enjoyed the video or got anything out of it, please just drop me a like, comment, subscribe if not already.